You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 175.
Man, for 175, man, I'm the dad bod god today.
Oh, talk to him, man. Look, since we episode 175, we really like veterans in the game. I got a name. I'm Johnny Quest today. That's we out here, baby. 175. Hit that, New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I'm the Minder Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Yes.
We're back. We are back.
We're back.
Another week down, man. How you doing today, brother?
Good, man. Feeling good. The sun is out for the first time all year, I feel like.
So I take you to mental health is great.
Oh no, I'm in a great space right now. I'm in a great space. The weather's decent, so that's great. Coming up Mardi Gras season, so I mean shout out to everybody that celebrates turn up.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm good, man.
I got one question. Are you getting the Mario boots? The red boots?
Hey, look, them boots.
You get
no.
The weight in the waters. You
Those boots hit the internet like crack in the 80s. I've been seeing them boots 300 times a day. Like,
hey, you know what's so crazy? I seen one person, the cool grandpa. I think I was about to say something big. I'm not gonna say that, but you know he's German.
Okay,
but he's like 77. But you ever seen him? Man, when I say he putting that shit on, he put that shit
on.
He do. But when I say he had the boots was style right. I was like, nah,
them boots look like
But it's just the way he styled. It's like, I see what you did. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
Absolutely,
but I
not.
see what you did.
Absolutely not. That's crazy. They look like red Mega Man boots. They look like Mario, Super Mario boots.
You know what they look like? What? Remember the Sock It To Me video with Missy?
Oh, I swear they do. No, they do. They absolutely do. Nobody knows who makes the boots. They literally just showed up. They just showed up on the internet.
A rich piece of plastic, man. A rich piece of rubber.
Come on, man. Like red boots. Damn red boots. I didn't see Janelle Monáe in them boots play basketball. I didn't see Coily Ray in these boots. I didn't see. Come on, man. No, Wayne had them shits like 3 years ago. Wayne been had oversized clothes.
If people like Kanye would have had them on outside too. We'll get to Kanye at some point in the show, but you know,
these damn boots, man, that shit crazy. These boots, no, they really came out of nowhere. Like I feel like a few weeks ago, but I've literally seen them every day on all social media platforms.
Yeah, man,
all of them, even TikTok.
Hey, man,
crazy.
But no, just like that. I mean, it came out of nowhere, just like these concert announcements. They coming out of nowhere too. Like who got? Listen, bro, they coming forward in blood. I hope you see it.
Oh no, I see it. I absolutely see it.
Like Sade going on tour, man. Shout out to Sade, man.
Really?
I'm
I didn't even see that. This is. I would go. Wait, hold on. I ain't see that.
She going on tour. Nita Baker on tour. New Edition on tour with 50-11 niggas outside of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, Fantasia on tour. She was just in St. Louis.
Like Lil Wayne on tour. Beyonce announced her tour. Yeah. Janet Jackson on tour. I'm like, hey man, Future on tour. I am tired. We are.
You're tired of announcements.
We're running out of niggas. Like I ain't got nothing else.
Right. Ain't gonna be no tours next year.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no tours.
Right. Lenny Kravitz going on tour at the end of the year, man.
Like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Kendrick already got his out the way. He said, "Fuck that."
Man, look, you better. And then I think it's still more to come. That's the crazy thing about it.
I did with the we're recording Super Bowl Sunday before the game happens. I assume that Rihanna will be announcing a tour this week. Like, this is her prep time for that. So
Man.
I don't know, man. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yo, if anybody goes to more than 2 concerts this year, like, call us and let us know, because where you get the money from?
I know going to a concert, the homie Brittany, man. She gonna be outside.
Oh, absolutely.
She's outside.
Oh, she be outside for real.
She outside for real.
Every wrestling event, gone. She there. So shout out to Brittany, man. Our pop culture correspondent.
Man, what?
Yeah. We probably hit her up about the Grammy soon.
Yeah,
but
real
anyway.
soon. But nah, man. I mean, I'm good. Obviously, I'm cool. Like I'm in a great space, man.
I love it, man.
Really great space. Like
Locks flourishing. I see you are.
Hey,
Look
man.
at my
Hey,
guy.
man,
I love it.
It was a long time, man. Listen, man. It took a while to get here, bro.
Do you think, as a person that has gone through the lock journey and where your locks are, you got hang time now, do you think you appreciate it more, like literally starting from the beginning and like having them grow out? Because I know some people get like the extensions until they get long. So does it make you appreciate them more?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just like anything in life, man. When you kind of earn it, you do appreciate it.
True.
So, I mean, it's I don't know. It's kind of like a spiritual thing too. Like it's kind of hard to explain. So I just, I kind of live through my hair sometimes.
Yeah. No, it's understandable. That's what's up, man. Turn up.
Hey, man.
I love it, man.
What we
all
doing?
right, we
I guess we got to it now. Off the dome. I got one for you, bro.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
you like this. Since the Grammys just came up, and we'll talk about it later in the show. What's the weirdest, like not the weirdest moment, but what's the pettiest moment you probably seen in a award show moment? Like any award show, it don't really matter.
The pettiest.
Now, if you need one, I mean, if you need time, I got you. You know, I got plans.
Let me hear you.
All right. At the 1995 American Music Awards, right? Prince was on stage with a plethora of people, and they were singing "We Are the World," right? Quincy Jones wrote the song, right?
Yes.
Now, if I asked you, who is the most dominant person to sing on "We Are the World," who would you say?
Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll damn near say it was a Michael Jackson song, right?
Facts.
So that's why Prince was on stage not singing that shit. Because he was standing on stage with a lollipop, right? And it's Prince, right? He's short and he got on yellow. And he's eating a lollipop, right? and he's not singing the song with like this chorus of people. and then Quincy Jones handed him the mic and Prince handed him his lollipop, and then Quincy was about to eat it. It was a wild situation, but that's petty, right? Because it's like, they always had like the silent beef going, so it's like, I'm not singing that nigga song. But I'm up here because Quincy asked me to.
No, you gotta love a good petty beef.
Man, what? Because it's kind of like, remember like just a few weeks ago, like Ja Rule was performing, they played in the club or something like that, and he said cut it off.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same energy, right? But Prince I ain't singing that nigga.
Nah, you know what's funny? Honestly, the fact that you mentioned Prince. Now I forget what award show this was, but they were having a Prince like tribute, like Prince was receiving an award or something.
Probably BET.
Probably BET, and they had people, come
Sing
out
perform.
perform. Trey Songz got out there to perform a Prince song. And
Purple
the look, listen, we all know Prince is the petty guy. We know this.
Petty.
Facial expressions is gonna tell you what he really thinking.
Petty little man.
Facts. So Trey Songz is out there singing, I forget what song.
Purple Rain. You felt the Purple Rain.
Listen, Prince was looking at that man like, I know y'all don't got him out here singing my shit.
Y'all got me. First of all, y'all got me out the house this morning.
Man, what?
Then secondly,
Now you got this yodeling yodeling my damn song? Absolutely not. Man, what? Nah,
so Prince is the petty guy, pretty much.
Man, real talk. Rest in peace to
Rest
Prince,
in peace.
man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So what you got, bro?
All right, man. Sorry, from off the dome. So, the last couple months, 2 movies have been announced.
Okay.
The 4th installment in both of these franchises.
Okay.
Rush Hour 4,
Yeah.
Bad Boys 4. Now, my question for you. Which movie would you be more excited to go see? And then which movie do you think is going to be the better of the 2?
Bad Boys 4, and that's not even close.
For both?
Yeah. Because, like, Chris Tucker's brand of comedy has changed so much drastically from the first film, right?
Yeah.
And then Jackie Chan gotta be like 60.
Oh, yeah,
at
he
this
up
point.
there. He up there.
Like, the allure of Jackie Chan, not to say he's definitely not a good actor, right? But he's an action star. The allure of him is the fact that he did his own stunts and the fight sequences and stuff like that. So You got to sell me on that. You know me, I'm big. Hey, look. So I'm not sure how does this work. And then I know Bad Boys. I mean, we kind of know what to expect from the Bad Boys series. True. Like, you know what I'm saying? They've been very consistent with at least the action comedy aspect, right? Maybe the storyline is kind of
exactly. And I wasn't mad at Bad Boys 3. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For me, I definitely think Bad Boys 4 is going to be the better movie. Mm-hmm. But I'm way more excited to see Rush Hour 4. Only because it's my favorite franchise of the two.
Oh, okay.
But also
I feel like it's more of a train wreck coming.
Even though I know you can't have the same overt racism anymore, which is gonna make it worse, which is why I think Bad Boys would be the better movie.
Yep.
But like I don't know, man. As it being my favorite franchise of the two, I don't know. I gotta see it. I just gotta see it. Gotta see what they do.
And to honestly, I mean, Bad Boys for Life just came out in the past few years, so you kind of have a reference of what their lives may or may not be. Also like you kind of see where the story may go.
Right. Also true. So
but no, I hear you though. I hear you, but nah, Bad Boys,
it ain't gonna be nearly as
close.
Much. Man,
it even close.
Yeah, we can't have the same '90s racism that in there. We can't do it. We can't do it. So I don't know, man.
I love it though, man. But no, that was off the dome, people. What is the pettiest moment in award show history? Please let us know. Yeah,
man. And out of Rush Hour 4 and Bad Boys 4, which movie are you more excited to see? Let us know.
Man, OS Gang, what's happening? What's up, kid, family, and kid folk?
Man.
We got a few things to go through on this news docket. First things first, the 2023 Grammys happened last Sunday. We record on Sunday, so a lot of things, if it happened on Sunday, we probably go miss it. You know, we'll talk about the Super Bowl if it's something to talk about next week.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the 2023 Grammys, man, it happened. Actually, a pretty good award show. I'm not going to hold you. I watched it from pretty much beginning to end.
Same. I don't typically watch the Grammys anymore in my adult life.
Yeah.
But knowing that it was going to be, let's just say, people of color centric. That's what was like. All right, I'm gonna tune in. Yeah. Especially knowing they was doing the hip hop tribute and also the God did performance. Yeah. So knowing
big selling points.
Yeah. So that's why I watched it, and honestly, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even the Bad Bunny, like I never listened to a Bad Bunny song, but I get it.
Lit. I mean,
I get it.
The award show from beginning to end was actually pretty lit, but you just had to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I wouldn't go tell nobody to stop whatever you watch on Sundays to go watch the Grammys.
True.
It's just kind of like if you into award shows, it's definitely one of the better Grammys in the past few years.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's because they let us have.
Look, you see what black people do for your stuff?
Man, what?
Now,
but it's a selling point, which is quite unfortunate, you know what I'm saying, to, certain artists, and we'll kind of get to that in a second.
Yeah, well, at least not that I've seen, but they haven't released like the viewership for it. And I know the Grammys viewership has been going down the last like 5 or so years. So I'm interested to see how many like total viewers like these Grammys
and
had. So
one thing that was an interesting thing, nobody swept the Grammys this year. It wasn't like such and such won 7 awards or 5 awards. Hell, you might have got somebody that might have got 3. Like, you know what I'm saying, something like that. I think Beyonce got 3, but
I think she got 4.
She got 4. Okay, 4. But it wasn't like 5,
like nobody swept all the categories that were
I guess the ones that are, the ones we care about. But first things first, Kendrick Lamar got Best Rap Album Grammy.
Yes.
I think we kind of, leaned in to say that they'll probably give it to him, even though we probably had other choices.
Yeah. I think he out of all the nominees in that category, I think he might have had the biggest release, definitely the biggest tour. So I mean, I guess it would make sense.
Yeah,
it would make sense.
Yeah, it was some other ones we was rocking with, but I think we both kind of came to that consensus when it was announced. We was like, they'll probably give it to Kendrick, and that's not to say he didn't deserve that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was just like Kendrick.
Yeah,
like Kendrick.
You know what? We mentioned Brittany earlier. Let's give her a call to see if she want to talk about some of this stuff with us.
Yeah, man.
Our pop culture correspondent Brittany. So let's see if I can get her on the line.
Confessions
real
of a Pop Culture Freak. Yeah, I mean, all those posts on Instagram and those blog posts, man, that's all Brittany.
That's her. Cause she cold with it.
Right. If I typed half that stuff, it'd be typos.
Nah, same. Let's see. We got it ringing right now. See if she pick up the FaceTime. She ain't picking up. Damn.
Oh, that's
She must
right.
be. It's Sunday. She might be busy.
Oh, yeah,
Super Bowl. She
doing
might
a
be.
lot.
Oh wait, I think we got her.
Hold on, wait a minute.
All right.
This ain't working. Hold on. I am not video ready, so that's not going.
Oh, that's fine. I
Okay.
mean, it's just me and Ralph.
Oh yeah, it's no.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
It's audio only.
Yeah, audio only. It won't be on YouTube or nothing.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
going on, y'all?
Britt, well, first of all, thank you for taking the call. Thank you for hopping on the podcast with us. It's always great to hear you.
Yep.
What's going on? Always good to hear y'all too. Finally on this mug.
Damn, you have to air out shit out like
Man,
that. No, just
You know who's gonna spin the block. You know who's gonna get you.
yeah,
Don't
of
do
course,
that.
of course. We currently talking about the Grammys, and we talked about Kendrick Lamar winning the best rap album, but also like, so just tell us like, what were some of your favorite like highlights of the Grammys for 2023?
Oh man, there was so many of them going down from top to bottom. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan, but his energy, I see why he is where he is now, and that opening performance was super dope.
Yep.
I'm just glad that he's able to let us in on his culture,
Yeah.
you know, what goes down over there. So that was a moment that stood out for me. I always say this about Stevie Wonder, and I'm just thankful that everybody gives him his flowers while he's still here.
No, that's facts.
So, yep, so with that tribute to Motown, shout out to Berry Gordy for that vision he had for Motown, what he did. He laid the foundation for many generational talents. So to have Stevie and Smokey do that, especially Smokey, who was literally right there with him when his bill became a thing. So yeah, I thought that was a good moment.
Hold on, Brittany. Before you go on, right? We gotta acknowledge. I say before you go on, we gotta acknowledge. Was it Wayne Moore?
Juan Moore.
Juan Moore, yeah. Wanye Morris's kids, man. Like, they
went crazy.
Them boys ready. Like, them boys is ready. So, they went up there and did their numbers, and they was up there with legends, and they held their own, which is, pretty good to see.
Word.
So, I love that.
So look, real quick, do y'all think? Because I've been seeing people say this, but do y'all think Stevie Wonder and Smokey Robinson was actually singing live?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Stevie,
yeah. I don't pay attention to Smokey.
I
man.
don't pay attention to Smokey. I didn't pay attention that close because I was just enjoying the performance, but I saw a lot of people saying that the Stevie Wonder was singing, but his lips weren't moving.
I'll say this, man. If it was, man, Stevie owed that, man. He
Yeah.
all right, man. He can do that. He can do that.
he earned them stripes, right?
Man, what?
Yeah.
Since he brought that up, I think he was lip syncing because when you saw him transition over to standing up, the voice was still playing, but he wasn't moving his mouth. So yeah, he probably was.
Also, did he get up and walk to the beat machine by himself?
Yeah, didn't he?
Well, he been doing
Oh
that.
my god!
I'm
You
sitting there
one of
thinking,
them,
like,
Johnny?
Yeah, he one of them.
Are you one of them?
Yep.
Yes, I am. It's funny. I don't know, man. It's funny to think like maybe he really might not be that blind. Like, maybe he's legally blind or something like that.
Legally blind.
Yeah.
Wait. What's not that blind?
Look, the fact that he could get up and walk to the beat machine by himself.
Well, he probably tell him like, "Hey, I needed 12 large steps from my people, man. Come on, man. He been doing this too long, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Yo,
It's 12 large steps.
look. Two pace shuffle to the right.
Man, what?
Nah, that's funny. That's
That's wild.
All right, my bad. That was funny. Anyway, all right. So, Motown tribute. What else? What else?
So which one you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the hip hop tribute, or you want to talk about God Did?
Wait, before we get to both of those, let's talk about
Okay.
Beyonce becoming the
all-time Grammy winner
yes.
for a solo artist. Yeah.
Yes,
Was it 32, Brittany? I know you know.
it's 32.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 32.
I know.
All right. So, did y'all peep the way that they did that? So she won 4 Grammys that night, right?
Yeah. Two
The
televised, right?
the first 2 she won were before the Grammys even started, right?
Right.
The first Grammy she won on TV, they said she wasn't there. I think she was backstage. She just ain't won the.
Hey man, hey.
But to make it more suspenseful, when she actually won the one that broke the record.
Beyonce was high, man.
She sure was.
She was high as hell, man. I know that edible high, man. She was good.
Yeah, she got.
I mean, she was on a whole nother dimension.
Man, what?
Listen, told Jay-Z she ain't want no drink. Like, I'm cool, bro. Like, I'm over here. No, that's crazy. But I mean, as far as Beyonce becoming the all-time winner at the Grammys, how do you guys feel about that?
I'll yield to Brittany first before I get to mine.
I mean, we can put. I'm not putting her in the category of Michael Jackson. I'm not gonna do that. But we can put to rest that conversation about who's the greatest of all time as far as a woman. It's Beyonce. I mean, to have a Grammy, at least one Grammy for every single album that was released.
Yeah. No, that's fire.
That's fire.
Like, that's an accomplishment. And here's the thing with Renaissance, Beyonce reinvented her career and went towards the dance pop, the girls, the queens, they love this type of music. So to do that and to get acknowledged the way she did, I mean, it was a matter of time. So I will say, have I listened to the full album? No. But I'm giving her all her props. She is definitely the greatest, female talent of our time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that assessment. I thought Renaissance was a phenomenal album. The fact that this, and maybe Brittany correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first album that Beyonce has put out where there are no music videos to the album.
No visuals. Not yet.
No vision. Nope. This is the very first one.
And with that, I think she was trying to prove a point that, yeah, I mean, of course, I put visuals out to everything. I'm just that great of an artist, but I want y'all to understand my music capability. Like, I'm able to create, craft, put out an album without music videos to help promote the album and still be as great as I am and as much as I have been in the past. And I think she truly accomplished that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
No, I mean, we're witnessing greatness, and that's pretty much what it is, right? It's hard to say that she's eclipsed anybody, but she is her. She doesn't have to eclipse anybody. She's Beyonce, right? And a lot of people are chasing her, where we might say she's chasing Mike,
right?
So it's kind of like LeBron getting the scoring title. I mean the all-time scoring leader, right? He has something that's definitively his.
Right.
He'll never eclipse Michael Jordan in a lot of people's eyes, but LeBron is LeBron.
Facts.
And a lot of people are chasing what he does.
Big facts.
So for Beyonce to have 32 of them things, a lot of niggas ain't got 10.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Most people just get a nomination.
Yeah, but she got 32 of them, which is crazy. So we can just stop with the whole, like, she's overrated and all that. Look, Mama did a lot. Like, it's hard to, like, ignore what she's done and what she's been doing and what she continues to do.
Right.
So, shout out to Beyonce, man.
And then real quick, before we move on, how did y'all feel about her not winning Album of the Year?
If she got it, it would have clearly been like a legacy type of thing. Like, I'm not saying that her album wasn't good, but we don't have to say that she deserved it because she's been played in the past. Like the year she should have won.
Yeah.
Like, you had people like Beck. Like, Beck was like, Beck was confused. He was like, oh man, that's crazy. And then,
I feel like anytime anybody has won Album of the Year over Beyonce, they were confused.
Yeah, Adele was confused.
Yeah.
was confused.
Yeah.
Because they knew.
Shit, I think Harry Styles was confused too.
He was
for
like,
real.
I think we were always confused by Harry Styles. And that's the thing. I know he's like the grandson of Elton John, like image-wise, not literally.
Oh, I'm sure like that, right?
If you look
That's some
Harry
history
Styles,
there.
that boy look like he ain't no Rocket Man again.
I see that.
Like he's doing all that again. But,
I see that.
I mean, I'm not, and that's not to say that his music's not great. I just don't tap into it.
Yeah.
So
Damn, that's crazy.
I wanted to bring up a point about Beyonce not winning Album of the Year. So a lot of people on Twitter were talking about even Trevor Noah didn't want to announce that Harry Styles won. But the thing is, from me looking at it, he just gave the opportunity to the superfans. Throughout the whole
That's how I
show,
feel.
each superfan was talking about the album that was nominated. So I feel like had Beyonce won, he would have gave it to the girl that was the Beyonce fan,
I agree.
anything like that. So it wasn't like I'm not reading this. I'll give it to somebody white. Like, I'm giving it to the fan of the person.
Nah.
Speaking
It's
of
like,
So I
why
think
you
he
have them
was
on
reaching
stage?
with that. Huh?
It's like, why you have them on stage if we're not going to, at least include them in the show in that way. So, no, I agree with your point on it.
Right.
listen, man. Speaking
And
of them,
she,
oh,
she
go
was not
ahead.
gonna forget that moment. So I'm cool with it. It was cool. So I'm not mad at that.
She got 32. But
Right,
I know,
32. She's still right.
but I know it's like the one elusive one that she's been chasing. Like I think she's made it known that I want this one.
Yeah,
And they just won't give
Yeah.
it to her.
that's crazy. Speaking of super fans, that little round table podcast they did, that shit was trash.
I'm happy you said that. 'Cause I
That
wasn't
shit
feeling
was so
I wasn't feeling-
trash.
I wasn't feeling that at all either. I'm like,
It was
okay.
so trash. And it's, I don't know, man. I don't want to get canceled, so I ain't gonna say what I'm really. What
Nah,
I'm
nah,
really
we'll-
I mean,
okay.
I
let's-
get it. You want to have a music discussion with people who actually know their music, not people who are,
Super
biased
fans.
because they're
Yeah.
a super fan.
Yeah.
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 So
So
now let's get to this hip hop performance, man, real quick. 50 years of hip hop was celebrated on the Grammy stage. Do you think, Brittany, that they hit it on the nose or they missed the mark?
Oh no, they hit it on the nose. And if this is just a preview to what's to come when it's gonna actually hit the anniversary, which is August the 11th, then yeah, they hit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was no misses to me. None.
same. I feel the same. I
Yeah.
think they did a phenomenal job, literally starting from the beginning of hip hop with Rapper's Delight, all the way up to the newest, hottest
Song.
hip hop song star right now in Glorilla, right?
Lil
Mhm.
Uzi.
Oh, right. They did end with Lil Uzi. With his little,
Yeah.
whatever that shit is. But no, I think they did a phenomenal job. The original performance was supposed to be 23 minutes, but they cut it down to 14. So some people even got cut out. So asking why certain people or certain eras weren't represented, well, they had to cut it down because they needed a specific.
And you don't know
amount
who
of
was
time.
invited. You don't know who turned it down. You don't
know what schedules look like.
Yes,
Like, yeah, you
exactly.
don't really know or understand. Like, I really wish people would just enjoy it for what it was and what we actually saw, because I thought it was dope as hell.
Yeah, shout out to Questlove for kind of like producing that whole thing, right?
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
Getting everybody
yeah.
together, and then it just showed me like who some real powerhouses in this thing. Like LL Cool J still got it, man.
Man, what?
I'm surprised. Like, now this was my thing. I was like, man, they fucked up letting Busta Rhymes get on stage because I don't think they got he go Bobby Brown this thing. Like, you gotta get him up off there.
He was the only one that did 2 songs.
He did 2 songs, but Busta though, like and
Yeah.
he did the Look at Me Now first. I was confused. Like, I was like, there's so many other ways we could have went with this.
Well, the
and he
thing-
was gibbering too. Like, he
Oh
was
no,
like,
no. He was absolutely
abba dabba dibba. He was
Yabba
doing that a
dabba do
lot.
for real. Look, but I feel like the reason he even went into that verse is to. So this is a hip hop tribute, right?
Yeah.
We had to get the speed rap, the chopper style somehow in there. So he covered 2 bases: the performance.
I ain't mad
And
at
that.
that, but Busta, man, it's hard for him. When he get on that stage, he get to going, man. It's,
He
cut
did. He
cut
had
that
the longest
nigga mic
time out
off.
there.
Cut that nigga mic off.
But the hardest part of the entire hip hop tribute,
Mm-hmm.
Met the Man's coat.
Oh yeah. Man,
That
look.
coat was so fire. That shit probably cost like 10,000.
Hey,
But that shit was hard. But nah, so who were some of y'all favorite performers during the hip hop tribute?
Man, it was so many, man. It was good to see Meth, man. It was good to see. I ain't gonna lie, Big Glorilla. I was just happy she got to do F&F on the
Real
on
talk.
the Grammy stage.
Real
for
talk. She was nominated for it too.
Yep, man. Shout
So
out.
Oh yeah, she was nominated.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Big Glo.
yeah, no, that's what's up, man. I mean, of course, Busta. I was so happy to see Missy out there performing, and the fact
Yeah.
that they went back to back, I definitely need the verses now. I need
yeah.
the verses. I need it.
I know who niggas don't want to see is LL. Like, LL will busting a lot of niggas' heads.
Oh, yeah,
that's big
yeah.
facts.
Bust them, man.
That's big facts. And also, I think I need Melly Mel to never like perform again. Why he up there with no shirt on?
I told you, man. Like,
No, you know that's not. You know that ain't gonna happen.
big ass, man.
But no, man. Overall, I think the hip hop tribute
Right.
was great. I think they did a great job. Definitely shout out to Questlove and the Roots. They
Yep.
always represent for hip hop, like just in the most amazing way, no matter where they are. Like
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, the Grammys, wherever they at,
Yeah.
they're always representing for hip hop. So shout out to them, man.
Yeah, shout out to
And you know what? I had I was nervous at first. I was like, It's the Grammys. I don't know. I said maybe we should leave it to our Negroes over there at BET Awards. But once I saw that Questlove was over, I said, okay, yeah, I know it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
talk.
yeah. But nah, let's get to the creme de la creme. DJ Khaled and Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Friday, and John Legend. The God did performance. What you think about that?
So I always mention that as far as grand finale, Grammy performances, my favorite of all time is Swagger Like Us. That one. That's my favorite one of all time.
Okay.
And I can safely say that the God did performance, I think it's tied now as far as best grand finale Grammy performance. And I just love how DJ Khaled just stands off to the side like he a proud daddy looking at all his kids like doing sports. I love it. But yeah, that performance, top to bottom, dope.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like, I really got nothing to say. And then, I mean, well, I can sit here and be a whole stand all day, but it's really the encompass of the whole performance. I think it was pre-recorded, too, because ain't no way DJ Khaled ran outside that quick.
That's funny.
Ain't no way he got out there that quick. But, shout out to Friday, man. He recorded his verse for that in his house, in his closet.
I seen that picture.
That's
that's
talk about God did for real. Like,
that's crazy how life works. Like how your life could turn around like that.
I love it.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think that performance was like biblical. Like that shit was great.
I mean,
yeah.
it was. I
Like,
mean, the energy and then the stuff that Jay-Z, talks about, and then he got
got
his right hand man. Like he got Emery next to him, man. Talk about I got his 10 back. We looking for interest. That shit. I'm like, talk to these niggas,
Talk
man.
to them.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get into my whole bag. All right?
When he listen, get into it. I'm allowing it to do. That's how much I enjoyed that performance. I mean, Ross and Wayne too. Like, don't get they did their thing right, but like the Last Supper table, Jay-Z in the middle, like just sitting there rocking it like that. That was a fire performance.
It was like the music video we need. It's like they shot a music video on the street because Wayne performed and they caught him walking like like that. Kicking. Like it was.
Listen, that performance was great. I would definitely buy that mug on DVD. I would buy the hip hop tribute on DVD. Like I need all of that.
Easily the best Grammys we've watched in the past few years.
Oh, absolutely. So. Before we let you go,
I do want to say real quick about Jay-Z. I watched that part several times. Like,
same.
For somebody to be able to sit there and to just memorize like 2, almost 3 minutes of a verse, like
4.
Oh no, that's like it's like a 5-minute verse. That's a 5-minute verse.
5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I was impressed. Like, I could not stop looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
He almost had me in the trance full of. I'm like, this dude is dope.
Fire.
Like,
listen, same.
Yeah.
Same. Listen, I'm OS. The OS gang knows I'm not the biggest Jay-Z guy. I'm not, but I cannot deny what I watched in that performance. Like that was great.
He's one of the best He's one of the best performers, but he's not eccentric like Busta. But he captivates you in a way.
Absolutely. Like, the whole setup, the perform, everything was great, man.
Yeah.
Everything was great. So
now, since Ralph is a Jay-Z fan, I have to ask, where do you rank that performance?
That performance? I mean, easily one of his better TV performances. Like, easily. Like, it's the way it's shot, right? Like, the levels that you have when you have the money, right?
Yeah, no.
Because the thing is, Jay-Z, when it comes to like Grammys, like he's so anti-Grammy, but he give them like he be giving them a lot though too. It's crazy, like because Jay-Z's one of the GOATs of rap. When you talk about Grammy wins, like him and his wife got at least 50 of them in the house.
Yeah,
at least like it might be 60 now.
Damn, that's crazy. That's why he give you a dope performance every 15 years.
Man, what? Like on TV, we go mess with you real quick,
right?
I don't know, but I mean, it's definitely up there for me. Like, it's definitely like a top 5, and I've seen him 3 times in person. So, it's definitely up there.
That's what's up.
All right.
So, before we let you go, Brittany, anything else about the Grammys?
Shout out to Trevor Noah. I mean, the dude is in his bag, and I like the fact that he kept poking fun at the fact that he's not working at the Daily Show anymore. So that he can host it every year. And I wouldn't be mad.
I wasn't mad at Trevor Noah
at
hosting. Like I think he did a good job.
At all.
I think he did a good job. Oh, okay. Last thing. How wild was it when Trevor Noah brought the Rock out to meet Adele, knowing that her man was right there?
Setting Adele out.
Oh, he didn't stand a chance.
No, that's
I was like, boy, go warm up the car, my boy.
That's
Rich Paul. That's crazy. Like Rich Paul ain't nothing. But I mean, I don't know. This ain't none of my business. But he ain't the Rock.
no. Trevor Noah needed to get hands for that. It's millions of people watching. You gonna do this in front of me, my girl right here?
Nah. Yeah, you can't fight the Rock, so you gotta fight somebody.
Right.
Trevor Noah is to blame, or the writers. Somebody to blame.
Somebody.
The writers' room. Trevor Noah. Somebody getting hands. But anyway.
Yeah, she almost lost it when he walked up.
Listen,
behind her.
I was looking directly at her to see how excited she got, knowing that she was with her.
She was too excited.
Man, look, for real. And she getting the talk.
And you saw Jay-Z. Jay-Z a fan too. He stood up the whole time the Rock was on stage. I'm like, oh, he a fan too? Okay. All right.
Hey man, look, as great as Jay-Z is of a businessman, hip hop artist, all that man still human. He a fan of people too. So I get it. I get it. So yeah, man, Brittany, we appreciate you for taking the call.
Yes, man.
We love you. Oh yes, plug social media, Confessions of a Pop Culture Freak, everything before we let you go.
Well, you can find Confessions of a Pop Culture Freak over on Oversaturated the podcast over there on their website. I'm getting something together now, so be on the lookout for a new post probably as early as Friday.
Okay.
You can follow me. Y'all can follow me on Twitter, BEERAY Jones. That's over on Twitter, and that's the same over there on Instagram as well. I can't thank, since I'm on here, I can't thank y'all enough for, giving me this platform to write. I do love writing. I find a passion in writing, so I can't thank y'all enough for giving me this platform. So y'all the real MVPs. I can't thank y'all enough.
Oh, stop it, Brittany. We love you. We love you.
All right, Brittany. We love you, man. Peace.
Yeah, we'll holler at
Love
you
y'all.
later.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brittany.
Man, shout out to Brittany, man. But nah, that was, since we still talking about music business, let's talk about this, man. Quality Control, the record label that houses plenty of artists, has sold their music catalog for $300 million.
Yeah, man.
Johnny, what do you have for that?
Listen, I don't think Quality Control has been a label or group for over 10 years.
Nope.
Not even, maybe close, but definitely not 10 years. Mm-hmm. So to put in how many ever years they've been in it, and then to sell for $300 million for let's just say 6-7 years of work. What? I'm with it.
Oh no, I ain't never mad at that.
I'm with it.
I'm just trying to figure out the Migos. It's pretty much he sold the Migos catalog because he ain't trying to buy. I ain't trying to buy none of them other niggas' music. And I looked at it from I was like, man, it's kind of nasty, man. Take off, not here no more, man. I mean, not to say that this, deals like that aren't done overnight. So let's not put that narrative out there.
Right.
But it's just how do the Migos, who are the flagship artists for Quality Control, fucked up brothers to the roster, Migos, $300 million. How do they benefit from that? Do they even own it? That was the questions that I started to raise in my mind.
That's a really good question, and honestly, I have no idea. I don't know the inner workings of the deal between Quality Control and their artists.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have certain stake in the company or if they just get paid residuals off albums. I have no clue. So that's a really good question. But to me, I'm thinking because the last 3 or so years, a lot of the major artists have been selling their catalogs to these companies, right?
Yeah. And
clearly it's continuing to happen. So it's there has to be a bigger play here. Because it's happening too much too often that these artists and even labels are selling their catalogs to these other companies.
A lot of the B list people, with all due respect to obviously the Jay-Z, Beyonce's, they hold on to their shit.
Yeah.
But we've seen Justin Bieber sell. We've seen
Wayne,
Justin Timberlake
Dream.
sell. Dream sold a portion. He's a writer. And the writers get paid.
That's crazy. So I don't know. I really wish I had I could be a fly on the wall in the industry just to see the play that's coming, because I know something big has to be coming, because this is insane. This is insane. Am I mad at any of them? Absolutely not. Because didn't Dr. Dre sell some shit too? Am I tripping?
He was trying to, I think.
Okay.
I think Future sold something too, didn't he?
Yes, because I think we talked about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Something crazy is coming down the pipeline, and I don't know.
It often feels like a fire sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's get this off our hands before something happens.
Yeah.
But then again, do you really? You make your music for who you make it for. You make it for yourself. You make it for the art. You make it for fans.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, you want to get paid from your art. So I can't fault anybody, especially the way the music industry is set up.
Yeah.
To never not go get your money.
Right. Exactly.
But this was a label head that sold it. This wasn't the Migos that sold it. I think that's the problem that I have with it. Because it's like if the remaining members of Migos, because I'm only we ain't talking about Migos, we ain't talking about Quality Control.
So
we're talking about Lil Yachty, Leighton Green,
the City Girls on Quality
City
Control?
Girls on.
Okay.
But listen, Migos and
then everybody
where
else.
we
Then everybody else.
Where we go to?
What about
with
Cardi?
that?
What about Cardi?
I think she like Quality Control adjacent.
Okay.
I don't think she like full-fledged signed to them.
Got you. Now, but also with that, so yes, the label itself has been sold to this new company, right?
Yeah.
But I think, what's my guy's name? That's the head of that.
P.
P.
Mm.
So I think he's still like employed by the new, like he's still going to be running it, but the ownership has just moved.
That's nasty, then. Ooh, that's nasty. Like, I mean, okay, well, no, it's not nasty. Businesses are meant to be built up, and then if somebody else can come in and take over,
yeah,
we champion that, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, if you want to be independent, that's fine. But I ain't seeing like quality control really changing their music up because they're signed to somebody bigger and larger. I don't see that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But then again, Takeoff is not here anymore. Rest in peace. So if that's not happening with Migos, is it really worth having? Like, you just got their old stuff. But anything new?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, we us here at OS, we're going to keep our eyes and ears to the streets because we want to know what's happening.
Yeah, at OS, we give you the riveting street tales here. That's what we do. we give you the real
Word.
What we got next, man? What you want to get into? You want to get into the Brett Favre lawsuit, or you want to go somewhere else?
Let's see. Well, since we still talking about music, let's talk about the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying, man.
Well, top 20 rapper too. We go get to that too.
Oh man, what? I can't remember the specific date, but it definitely came out.
It came out last week.
Last
week, 20 years ago.
20 years ago, right? Yeah. And such an iconic moment in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So do you remember like where you were, like I guess the first time you heard 50 Cent?
This was back in high school when I used to make bootleg CDs for people, and someone asked me to get Power of $1.
Okay.
And so I got it off LimeWire, and that's where I started getting into 50. The first track I heard was How to Rob, like everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, we being spicy. Like, I was like, oh, this nigga's spicy. Man, so I mean, that immediately, made me a fan. And then obviously, the branding mattered, back then.
Absolutely.
The G Unit stuff, everybody's like, like everybody just running around
all
saying that shit. So, and we here in the Midwest, so it's like you really had to have an impact.
No,
for
real
us
talk.
to fuck with you.
Real talk. That's crazy, man. So same. I was in high school too. I remember in high school I worked at McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. So this had to be like 2003. This might have been like sophomore year or so. Mm-hmm. But I remember closing the McDonald's on the weekend. So as we're closing the store, we bring like a little radio out with the CD player. Somebody put a CD player, and I think I hear like Wanksta or something. I said, "What is this? This shit hard." Mm-hmm. It's like, "Oh no, that's 50 Cent. You ain't heard this?" Like, nope. So hearing that, knowing that the album was coming out, the album came out. I bought it, making my own money so I could buy my own CDs now, right? Yeah. So I bought the album. I'm listening. I'm like, wait, no, this shit is fire. Yeah. This is fire. Eminem on there, like which is one of my favorite rappers at the time. I'm like, damn, no, this is dope. And then just to see the impact that he had on BET, MTV, VH1, just seeing him everywhere do everything at that time was
and the way the
album
dope. The way the album started off.
Oh,
What Up Gangster? Come on, man.
man,
Like,
listen,
come on,
listen,
man.
listen.
Like it was just I don't know. It was just like we were coming out of that shiny suit kind of fun era of hip hop, right?
Right.
And he was kind of like the catalyst to kind of bring a lot of the street rap back. So it was good and refreshing to see, and people love 50 Cent.
Absolutely.
People loved him.
And it's crazy. Like he had so many singles off this album too. That was back when you could have
Multiple
multiple
singles.
singles from an album. I forgot PIMP was on this album.
I didn't.
I did.
I hated it.
You had-
I only hate it because of the video. Like the video just made it horrible for me. And I was like, because 50 Cent looked goofy doing that rolling shit with Snoop. Like that's what made it like that's what like destroyed the song for me. I was like,
the fact that he came out as such like a, I guess, a hardcore artist, right? But still was able to cross over into mainstream at the same time.
listen,
Unprecedented.
his
man.
second song was a chick song. Like 21 Questions was a whole. Like he started doing the shit that he got Ja Rule up out of here for on the same album.
Same
like,
album.
Same
Same album.
21 Questions.
How you ask 21 questions, but then saying many men trying to kill you? Like that's crazy. That's crazy. On the same album.
Well, DMX had that type of complexity.
True. Nah, you right, but still,
But I get you though.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Such a fire album, man. What were some of your highlight songs of the album, if you could remember?
I mean, any man, like What Up Gangster, like pretty much like back. Hold on, what's Back Down? Back Down.
Yeah, back then. Yep.
50 was going crazy on that album, man.
He really was, especially as a new artist, to be able to come out with such an amazing staple in hip hop. Even today, if you listen to it, it's still like it aged really well.
The ripple effect that is sent throughout hip hop then and even now, because 50 is still touring like off of the success of that album. Not to say the Massacre, Curtis, and subsequent albums after that weren't successful, but that's the one. Like Diamond, out the gate,
Crazy.
like.
If 50 Cent announced a tour this year, that'll be crazy.
Well, 50 always doing like a tour somehow. Like you always look up he's somewhere
Yeah,
performing. Like for real, like you just look up he's in Austinburg. Like I'm thinking about Germany. I
got you.
I couldn't get it.
you.
I don't know.
I got you. No, that's funny. But no, man, shout out to 50 Cent, man. 20 years of such a great album. Like, I don't know. What more can you say about it?
Nothing much, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to 50 Cent, man. All right, so I think we might have enough time for like one or two more topics. Where you want to go now?
This Brett Favre defamation lawsuit is crazy.
Where do you even begin with this? Like, allegedly, let's make sure we say allegedly, but allegedly Brett Favre, because I think we covered this like back in December or something. Right? Well, it's not alleged, but let's say it to make sure he don't sue us, right? Allegedly,
Yeah.
Brett Favre stole millions of dollars from the state of Mississippi.
Yep.
Welfare funds, to be more specific.
Yep.
To build a volleyball facility at a school in Mississippi.
Yeah. The one where his daughter plays volleyball.
Yeah.
Right? University of Southern Mississippi, which he's an alumnus of.
Crazy, right? So, of course, this story doesn't gain that much traction because it's Brett Favre, he's white. But Shannon Sharp and it's a kicker, right? Pat McAfee and Brett Favre has filed a lawsuit to sue them for defamation. Now, I watched clips from Shannon Sharp and Pat McAfee. I think both of them said allegedly Brett Favre stole these funds. So with that, I don't understand how he's able to file the lawsuit against both of them.
Well, out of the sports media that has covered the story, Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp have had the most, have been the strongest and the loudest. Yeah. I'll say that.
Okay.
When it comes to criticisms of Brett Favre.
Okay.
A lot of people have kind of talked about it and said, yeah, this is a shame, blah, 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 woo, woo. No, Shannon Sharp obviously speaks his mind way more than, some other people. And then I don't tap into Pat McAfee all the time, but I know he does have a take or two that kind of goes out there and I see it.
Okay.
So if they are the loudest and they're holding his feet to the fire for these allegations, which have come out, which are nasty, you know, it is what it is. But I wouldn't say defamation though, right? Like you're suing them for having an opinion on some shit you did. Like, I'm just trying to make it make sense, bro. Like, yeah, you did that shit though, right? And you're not denying it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? He hasn't come out and said no, this didn't happen. So, I mean, are you hiding something? I just really don't think he has a case to really take to court with this.
Defamation lawsuits really come out when it seems like the party is guilty, because it's like it's tainting my legacy. Because, and the thing is with Shannon is a NFL Hall of Famer just like Brett Favre is. So he's qualified to speak. I mean, anybody's qualified to speak on it, but it's just like we run in the same circles, bro.
Man, what?
So it's like I can see you about that too if you really want to do this. Like I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't. Maybe this is Brett Favre's way of trying to clear his name, but you did that shit, bro.
You did that shit.
You did that
shit, man. I ain't saying it's okay, because we discussed our opinions about how nasty it was,
absolutely,
when the story broke, and why there's a lack of coverage in sports media about it. Well, like we said, it's not the sexiest story, because he is a former player. He is white. We always have to acknowledge the white privilege in the story, but then again, he's not active too. So it's kind of like, how far can we go with this?
Yeah. I don't know, man. But this is a I guess a court hearing or whatever that I would actually like to see, because I just want to see how they portray this in court. Like, how do you, knowing that Brett Favre did it, right? How do you even defend that?
Yeah,
I don't know. So that's one I would actually like to see if this actually goes to trial.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll definitely see. But no, one thing we got to get to this remaining top rapper list of all time, according to the Billboard and Vibe. They collabed, and we talked about this 2 weeks ago. But now we got to spin the block, because they have announced pretty much the last 20.
Okay.
So we got 20 through 1.
Got you. Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. So I'll just run through it real quick. So 20, we got Big Daddy Kane.
Yep.
19, we got Missy Elliott.
Yep.
18, we got Ice Cube. 17, we got 50 Cent. 16, we got Scarface. 15, we got J. Cole. 14, we got LL Cool J.
Spicy.
13, we got Rakim.
Ooh, spicy.
12, we got Andre 3000. 11, we got Kanye West. 10, top 10. Number 10, Nicki Minaj. Number 9, Snoop Dogg. Number 8, Drake. Number 7, Lil Wayne. Number 6, Notorious B.I.G. Number 5, we got Eminem. Number 4, we got Tupac. Number 3, we got Nas. Number 2, we have Kendrick Lamar. Number 1, Jay-Z. Ralph, my guy. What do you think about this top 20 list?
Hey, man, I'm satisfied. Jay-Z number 1. We can debate everything else. But we can debate everything else, because my stance with Jay-Z and my stance with Hov has always been he's very consistent, and he checks off all the boxes of a great MC.
Yeah.
That's always been my case when I say he's a GOAT. But, you know, a lot of people ain't really rock with that. I seen a lot of old heads on Facebook like, oh, man, where is Melly Bell? Like, Melly Bell is 46. Fuck out of here. Like, man, I hate old niggas. I hate these old niggas, man. Like the Lil Uzi generation hate us. I hate them, man. I hate them.
It's a cycle.
Like, I love my generation of rap just like everybody else does, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But Kendrick being number 2 is wild to me. And that's the one. Ooh.
And I think I get why they said Kendrick is number 2, because I think it's some of their criteria is based off of impact and album sales. So I imagine that's like the major factors in him being number 2. My only concern with this is that Rakim is not in the top 10. That's my, and I mean, he's at 13, but still.
Honestly, LL, it should have been top 10.
I also agree
Like
with that.
that's one of the ones I think that's the most egregious, right?
And my other gripe is that Andre 3000 is at 12. Now, if you want to add,
you want him higher?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
If you want to add Andre 3000 to a top 50 list, okay, I really can't be mad at you. But I don't think he should be in the top 20. Only because I'm not saying Andre 3000 can't rap, because clearly he can.
Mm-hmm.
But we have never had a solo rap album from Andre 3000 ever. Mm-hmm. So we don't even know if he's able to complete a rap solo album. So because of that, I don't feel like he should be in the top 20. Yeah. Now, is he gonna be in the top? Cool, he could be in the top 50. I'm cool with that. Fire verses for decades. I'm sorry.
We gave Big Boy,
Big Boy is like way back there.
We talked about him.
Come on now.
Big Boy like 30 something.
And Big Boy has been thoroughly consistent when it comes to putting out albums, rapping, features, all that stuff in the last 10, 15 years.
Showed up at the Grammys by himself.
Man, what? Come on. So those are my two issues with this.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at Nicki being in the top 10.
Okay, now what about this, right? You have Kendrick, Drake, and Nicki all top 10. That's okay for you?
I think it's fire because individually each of them have had top
success.
10 worthy careers.
Wild success, yeah. I know it's hard.
So I mean, I really can't be mad at it.
Yeah, it's hard to say. And the thing is, when it comes to the older generation of rappers, right? The reason why Jay-Z stays at the top of most people's list is because he's always consistent. He's always outside. So it's hard to take him down a peg, right? Yeah. It's hard to keep, I'm going to just say KRS-One because I like to bash KRS-One, right? It's hard to keep him in top 10 lists, right? When he ain't put out a verse that you niggas cared about since, 92. I don't know. I'm just saying the number.
You stupid. I'm sorry. That's funny.
Listen. So we go fault the niggas for being outside, the ones that's being way more consistent?
No, but that's funny. Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. When the Black album dropped, if that was Jay-Z's final album, do you think he would still be number one on this list?
No, he can be top 5.
Interesting. Okay.
He can still be top 5. But I love Black Album, and that would have been a perfect swan song. Mm-hmm. He could have stopped.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He did. No, he didn't. He did not. He did. No, he didn't. You're right.
Because it's kind of like Lil Wayne. Like, we look at the eras in which they were their prime, the ones that dominated. Mm-hmm. So those are the ones that we always going to hoist up. And then you got to think about the album sales, the impact. It's so many levels to an all-time top 10, top 20, top 50 list, right?
Right.
And those are things that you have to look at. Look at their competition when they was out here. Mm-hmm. And they survived it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Eminem survived it. Lil Wayne survived it. Nas survived it. Jay survived it. Like, what you want me to say?
Drake, Nicki.
Well,
Drake, Nicki, and kinda.
Kendrick is he stands out amongst his peers because he's so unique.
Yeah. He's the artist.
Yes.
He's the artist of the group.
Yes.
So yeah. And going back to the Wayne, Drake, Nicki point that you made, like the fact that Wayne is the one that kind of took them under his umbrella, and the fact that Nicki and Drake were able to flourish on their own like they did, but all of them were able to flourish together too during the same time period. Like you cannot be mad at that because Wayne, Drake, and Nicki, that was that's a moment.
Three-headed monster. Real quick, Kanye was 11, right?
I do believe so. Yes.
You okay with that? Considering that Kanye doesn't write his raps, majority of them. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what Kanye stopped writing.
Right.
Okay, you give him everything from College Dropout to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right? That's Kanye at his height, at his apex.
Am I mad at Kanye being 11? I'm not.
Off of that 5 album run.
Angry? No. Do I think he could be a little lower on the list? Yes.
Off of that 5 album run, he better than a lot of these niggas. But but I mean, hey, look, it's all about what you like. Cause you going off influence and impact. Ooh, buddy, that's a whole different list.
Would you keep?
You put the sliders up for Kanye.
Would you keep J. Cole behind Kanye in that sense?
Oh yeah.
So J. Cole will be lower. You keep J. Cole lower.
I mean, because Kanye is at the table with different people. He's not at the table with all due respect to J. Cole. Like, he's up there. Because a lot of niggas don't have that 5-album run.
Got you.
A lot of them don't.
Agreed. 100% agree. And with that, with Andre 3000 being one slot behind Ye, that's why his ass don't need to be there.
It's like they're so inconsistent with the criteria.
Golly,
Like, it's like if
man.
it's longevity and impact and all that stuff, I was like,
Because as an individual, Andre 3000 has not had much of an impact. He has had hella impact as Outkast, as the group. But him himself in hip hop, I don't think so.
Hey, look.
That's all I'm saying, man. And I'm not mad at Jay-Z being number one.
Like I said,
I'm not.
I have no quarrels
Look,
because
look.
my man's is number one.
No
And I won't even go
quarrels with
kick
your
up no shit if he was like 3. Like, I really wouldn't. Like,
Top 3 is fine.
It's top 3 is
fine.
cool, but you know, they said number 1. You know, y'all niggas can debate that.
That's funny to say.
Do we got time for this DCU stuff or nah?
No, we'll say that for next week.
Oh yeah, because you know we're not excited for real. Well, Johnny is. I'm not. I'm Marvel, baby. I'm a Marvel.
Listen,
nigga.
the Flash only. I don't care about none of that.
You don't care
shit.
about that other. None of that.
None of that
None
other
of that
shit.
stuff coming in 2026. We ain't.
June 16th, 2023. The Flash will be out. You seen the poster?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That shit coming out this year. I'm front row. Well, not front row. Back row.
Yeah,
Opening night.
you
I'm
can't-
going to see that shit.
You can't support a nasty nigga because he's nasty as hell.
Listen, this is a time I will separate the art from the artist. Goddamn it, I don't care.
That nigga
I'm going to
is
see that shit.
That nigga wild,
He's-
man. He threw a monkey wrench.
You can't say he. You got to say they.
Oh, okay. Well, he flashpoint this motherfucker for
They-
real.
yeah.
He flashpoint this
They
shit for real. He really
flashpoint.
doing a hard reset to this shit for real.
You're not
'cause he-
saying his proper pronoun.
Oh, I gotta keep saying they.
Yes.
I can't say nigga. I thought that's what I was calling them.
Well, with that, I think that's the end of the episode. If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Hit the comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Holler at us. We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.
Now,
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.